Hello, my little sugar plums and sugar daddies, and welcome to the shit show that is our playthrough.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, it got hard. I was like, what the hell?
Wow, you sound like me when I was like 12 years old.
I was like, I don't even know what happened. It just did it all by itself.
Yeah, I was just looking at this, hot teacher over there, and all of a sudden, boom, boner town.
Oh. Can you, when you do the blade mode to like chop them up, if you chop off their left arm, do you get it? Is that what happens?
I think some guys have the chip, some don't, and it'll highlight it.
Okay. Because I've been seeing the left arm, right arm thing, but they disappear.
Oh, that's it. You gotta go over there.
Oh yeah, but
Scheisse!
don't seem to have a chance to. Oh, yeah, see, the dudes latch on right away.
Oh, so I have to...
Oh, so you basically need to keep it close enough till you get a chance to jump on. So I probably could have, and I just never did.
Son of a...
You have to keep on attacking them first, kinda.
Ah, I fucked with my...
There, jump.
I'm going.
There.
Okay. Yeah,
so I didn't even need to fight any of those people. I just was an idiot.
Yeah.
I probably could have done it a ton of times.
We got the D again.
Oops.
So anyway, we were having an interesting conversation before we turned the episode on. Harry has an opinion on something that personally I don't really have, and I'm kind of curious to hear about it. Take it away, Hair Bear.
Well, first you have to specify what it is. I have met a lot of opinions on a lot of different
Alright,
things.
so we were talking about recreational steroid use.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think because we saw that commercial with the guy who plays the mountain in Game of
Thor!
Thrones. And if you've seen it, he's got like it's a water commercial and the water's shaped like a dumbbell.
Yeah. It comes in 2 varieties, 5 kilos, 10 kilos.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Which, by the way, I don't actually believe.
No, that's not a
parody, right?
It's
a 10 kilos of water is 22 pounds.
God damn.
That's a lot of freaking water.
Oh.
Also, I'm getting a little motion sickness.
No,
here.
it kept.
Chop off his arm, bro.
I'm trying to. What happened was it kept locking on to the guys in the sky.
Oh, okay.
And it was
they move around, so.
And it was. Yeah, I just did it again.
Now, did you unlock, and that's why I did it?
No, because that was the guy who just most recently attacked me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a really freaking annoying.
Do you really have to? Come
Oh
on!
my God.
The dude's done, alright? You do not have to keep attacking that guy. It's the freaking Black Knight over here.
I want the juice. Alright, I need... Come on. Oh, I hate fighting these guys. They're so annoying.
So anyways.
But yeah, go on. Tell the people your words.
I think recreational steroid use, I don't see any reason for it to be illegal. And as far as like older people, older men taking steroids and stuff, I think it's a quality of life issue. If you look at it, like there's been an explosion of these like quote unquote anti-aging clinics, and all it is legalized testosterone replacement therapy. It's doctors basically there to say, oh yeah, you definitely need steroids, essentially, testosterone.
Yeah.
And then you pay them an obscene amount in order to take it. But that's all it is. Like, you could just as easy... It's just the same as other doctors when drugs go over the counter from being prescription.
Yeah.
Like, how much does prescription Claritin cost? $300 a freaking bottle for something you can buy for $10? You have to parry them or you
I'm
get fucked.
trying... Yeah, there. See, I'm parrying. The problem is I've got like 3 dudes up my ass.
I just want to stop real quick and just say, the problem with you parrying is you're too quick to try and combo. What you need to do is keep on, you hold the direction, stop. Always tap towards the enemy, because that puts you into auto parry mode, basically. Okay?
Oh,
so,
come on. I'm listening.
But anyways, of course these guys are just annoying. But anyways, you know, it's just like that. Like, why should I have... Yes, you should consult with a doctor. I 100% agree. But why make it such a huge, arduous thing when there's so much evidence that just maintaining that quote-unquote normal level of testosterone in your body is, like, it's great for you.
Well, I mean, hasn't there also been a certain thing of, like, stigmas with
Absolutely.
steroid usage? Like, any steroid is a bad steroid automatically.
Like, I actually 100% agree that if the... Here's the thing, is we have weird... Man, they're kicking your ass. We have weird stigmas in the United States. Excuse me.
Like, about what?
About anything. Like, steroid use in general, there's a weird stigma. Like, if something... Or cheating. Quote-unquote cheating.
Yeah.
Okay? If a rule of a sport says... Rules in sports are 100% arbitrary, right?
Yes.
There's no, like, natural law that says...
Football has to be played X way.
Yeah, or that you can't put... What was that pine tar on the bat in baseball?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Or something on the ball. You can't make the ball dirty in baseball because it makes you can do crazy shit when you pitch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're dead. I'll take that. So there's no like it's not in the freaking Bible, right?
Yeah, and God said unto Moses, "Thine baseball shall always be clean."
Yeah, and so there's a lot of stigma about that, and I agree that cheating is cheating, but it's not. It's a moral issue because you shouldn't cheat.
It's
but
an
when
ethical issue.
It's an ethical. Thank you. It's an ethical issue because yes, duh, you shouldn't cheat.
Yeah.
I obviously fucking
Cheating's bad. Cheating's bad.
Yeah, cheating
War's
is bad.
Cheating's bad.
But if you're competing in a sport that doesn't have that agreement, like for instance powerlifting, like in weightlifting, well not Olympic weightlifting, but like the guys who squat and bench and stuff, some of those federations specifically say they don't say you use steroids, but there's tested and untested federations.
Yeah.
And basically the idea is if you're in an untested federation, the reason you're in one is A, it's convenient, but if you're setting world records and shit, it's because you use steroids.
Yeah.
And it's usually just steroids. Like, it's not like they're on, like, some sort of weird experimental drug. They're just using testosterone because it's honestly relatively safe. And
we already use it in our bodies anyway.
Natural, etc. I'm not saying it's great. It may not be great for you. We get all these things of these bodybuilders having serious issues. But look at someone like... It's hypocritical because look at someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he was a governor. And if you're trying to tell me he wasn't taking steroids, you're insane.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm just saying...
What does him being governor have to do with
Well,
that?
because the idea is... Like, how come he's not being crazy stigmatized? It's because he has a great public image.
Oh, yeah,
but
okay.
He was doing something illegal for years. I just don't think... I'm not saying that we should just, like, you should be able to buy steroids at Walmart, like, behind the counter, like cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure I'm on board with that. But I do think there shouldn't be such a stigma against using them to prevent... You know, we draw weird lines as far as what's acceptable for anti-aging and stuff. Like, no one would say, don't get your cancer removed.
Well,
right?
Yeah, well, that's gonna kill you.
But what if it's a benign tumor that's just really makes you have to pee all the time?
I think we just want it to be removed just because why not?
There you go. So, when you're a 45-year-old man who has... Okay, you're supposed to have a minimum of 300 whatever units of testosterone. I won't get into it.
Yeah.
That's like normal range for a 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
Let's say you as you get older, you produce less testosterone.
Okay, yeah.
And let's say you produce 100.
Yeah.
Why is it such a huge ordeal to be able to get 400 or 500 to up to that level, which shows an incredible impact on your quality of life?
I mean, here's the thing is, I would say, for me personally, if it was a healthy thing for me to do, like if my doctor was like, look, if you have too much testosterone in your system, your heart's just gonna explode, or you're gonna have, if there weren't like serious side effects, then I personally wouldn't mind, just if I were so inclined to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't particularly bother me. I mean, if I heard someone complaining about it in regards to, like, a sports player doing it...
And that's the other thing with sports. I mean, like I was saying on the thing, there's not a single person... What?
This is the boss rush where you gotta fight, like, all the drone versions of all the bosses.
Okay. there's not a single person who plays professional football who is not taking steroids right now. Maybe a kicker. And that shouldn't be an ooh thing unless, honestly,
No, I just like
you
saying
are
that.
intentionally ignorant about it. Like, it's just a fact.
Well,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like not talked about.
Yeah.
And baseball, why was Congress investigating baseball? That's the thing I never understood.
I don't know.
Why did they get involved?
Here's the thing is, dude, like I said, I haven't really paid attention to a lot of this stuff. I mean...
Like, is it because of the tax dollars for subsidizing? I
think that's part of it, but let's be honest with you, like, Major League Sports make a lot of money, and it seems like a lot of sports teams, or, like, sports organizations, like the Major League ones, tend to be, they tend to make a lot of political favors. I mean, let's be honest,
Like, why is no one investigating football? It's bigger than baseball right now.
Yeah, like the NFL hasn't, like, paid taxes in, like, what, fucking forever?
Yeah, they
get
subsidies for their stadiums and everything.
Like, that to me seems like the much bigger issue. Or when, like, athletes commit major crimes.
Yeah.
And they're
sometimes it's prosecuted, like, we found out, for the most part, you can't get away with murder just because you play in the NFL.
Yeah.
But below that,
good shot.
Yeah. Kobe.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like, you hear that, it's like, well, the player got a slap on the wrist, and they're not going to be making a $3.8 million next year, just $2.8 million. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah, that person's really paying for their crime. It's a little messed up, but I mean, that to me seems like a bigger ethical question, you know what I mean? Like,
how do I defeat this chick?
You hit her a lot?
I mean, she's
got
like
30...
a really long boss fight. Oh, I see, there is a health bar.
Yeah. What's a BD stand for? Body double? That's probably body double. But there you go. Yeah, you're hurting her right now. You're getting rid of her main weapon, which...
And then she grabs these guys and starts throwing them
just
at
chucking them at you, yeah. I don't think keep locked onto her because you're gonna have a...
I would, but she jumps off the screen.
I hear you.
Yeah, like right now.
But like when it comes to the whole like steroid thing, I can kind of see where it's like the... How do you keep it fair?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I agree. So that's why I agree that these things are arbitrary, and if you compete in a sport that says you can't use steroids, then we should not use steroids, and there should be sports for people who do use steroids, and that should be cool. Unfortunately, it's not cool for the most part. Outside of very niche sports like powerlifting, you can't be like, yeah, they're steroids.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that and it also seems like the public opinion too.
Holy
is that,
fuck!
I told you this is the boss rush. The thing I've also noticed too is that nobody wants to hear that their sports hero is using like steroids.
Why?
Because
that's the thing.
Here's the thing is it's great to know that someone is doing super awesome. It's not cool they're doing super awesome because they didn't work for it.
But that's the thing. Why is there this idea that steroids magically make you the best in the world or something?
Well, that's the idea. That's the idea is that it's the whole took a pill make you better kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's
you're not gonna be able to hit him like that.
I know, but you have to keep attacking him.
Yeah,
I believe until he attacks you.
Yeah, you can hit the head now. Yeah, keep on parrying.
Is he throwing his body parts at
Yeah,
me?
he's literally launching them.
Oh, I got an achievement for...
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Nice. Well, I'll speak for just specifically parrying, yeah. But, like, it's most people don't interact with steroids, like, in their day-to-day life. So, in general, most people don't really know much about them. Like, I know very little. Like, what I know is from what, like, stuff you've told me, and also, like, that documentary.
The Bigger, Faster, Stronger.
Yeah!
It's not great, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, there's a lot of hand-wringing about the long-term effects, And
Yeah.
I'm not saying we shouldn't be concerned, and I'm not advocating like everyone just do massive doses of steroids because why not? But I don't think we should condemn it. I mean, we have weird lines. Like athletes could drink energy drinks, and we would be like, "Oh my God, how could you have a performance enhancer like caffeine in your system using coffee?"
Yeah.
Because that's a proven performance enhancer.
Well, that's the thing is it's a proven performance enhancer to a doctor. To everyone else, it's like, yeah, who doesn't have a cup of coffee in the morning?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's like that whole thing of like when they tried to get what was that? Michael Phelps, because he smoked pot. Someone's like, it's a performance enhancer. I'm like, pot?
What world?
Yeah, pot. Are you kidding me? He was giving everyone else a handicap. He's like, look, I didn't want to win like all the medals, even medals I wasn't in the event for. You know, like, because that's really kind of what it is. It's like, most people think it's like, well, if you take the guy who didn't take steroids in one, is doing a better job of being a good sportsman.
See, I agree, but only if the rules say don't use steroids.
Yeah, but that's the thing is no one wants to make that a rule. Like, no one wants to say, fuck it, let's just have steroids, because then it feels like it's cheapening out on everything. It's like basically saying, like, hey, we're going to play chess, and before anyone makes a move, you have to tell the guy what you want to do. It's like, well, it feels like you're kind of defeating the purpose a little bit, you know what I mean?
I don't know how long this episode has been. Do we want to let the... Because this is monologue time.
This is monologue time. I think we should call it here for right now, because we did the bosses. We think we've had an interesting conversation.
Hit the restart button and pray that it doesn't restart me before the bosses.
Yeah, you're right here.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
But yeah, you know, I just feel like there shouldn't be as much of a stigma around steroids as there is. Like, it's not heroin. We're not like, hey, now that's another legalization of drugs is another issue. But anyways, the idea is, I mean, who ruins their lives because of steroids?
That's, you know what, I think
who's on the street sucking dick for steroid hits?
Thank you for that mental image, by the way.
Like, come on.
I just need to get... I can't bench 560.
Yeah, I need to get buff, bro.
Yeah. No, okay, so I think you hit on two really good points there. It's like, one, the stigma with drugs, and two, the, like, who ruins their life. Because really, when it comes down to it, like, since, like, what, the turn of the 20th? I'm not talking about the 21st century, but the 20th, since it went from, like...
1900.
Yeah, since it went from, like, in the early 20th, like, these substances have been coming around. Like, people hated opium because of what opium did, you know?
Yeah.
People didn't like narcotics because they saw what it did. So, every kind of, like, everything, hell, even alcohol for a little while was kind of tossed into that, where it's like, we need prohibition because, you know, drinking is such a major issue. But we haven't developed any, like... we haven't really, like, educated ourselves besides the bad effects.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Drugs bad. And that's pretty much all you... Remember Dare?
Yeah.
Let's not even get into that.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
One marijuanas will ruin your life. All right. Yeah, I see where you're going with that, and I don't want to bore anyone by just sitting here and not doing anything when we talk.
Fair enough.
I don't know if we'll pick this up next time, but there's a little neat monologue. You get to meet a big bad, and... we'll do that next episode.
Sounds like a plan.
See you then.
See you then.